It's Tuesday, December 6th, and this is your coffee break news brief on the road at our first stop on the Winter FCAC tour at Trinity Catholic, bringing you some of the area's top headlines, including that nearly a month since a West Hill High School graduate was killed in New York, 2 people have been indicted, but still no murder charges appear to have been filed. The Stanford Advocate reports that one of the defendants, 28-year-old Lawrence DeLeone of Jersey City, New Jersey, was formally indicted Monday. However, prosecutors declined to say on what charges. DeLeone and James Rackover, 25 years old, were charged back on November 17th with concealing a human corpse, tampering with evidence, and hindering prosecution in connection with the stabbing death of 26-year-old Joseph Comunale. DeLeone appeared in New York criminal court Monday for the first time since he posted a $300,000 cash bail 2 weeks ago on the same day that Comunale was buried in Stamford. Rackover, who remains jailed on a $3 million bond, has also been indicted by a grand jury. Rackover was indicted for the same offenses he was charged with on November 17th and has not been indicted for murder. That, according to documents from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office filed last week. And in other news today, Easton police officers recovered more than 1.5 pounds of suspected crystal methamphetamine from a person living in a sober house on Silver Hill Road in Easton. The investigation stemmed from calls over the weekend that originated from 55 Silver Hill Road, Easton, where 24-year-old Kavan Devine was renting a room, according to Police Chief Tim Shaw. Additionally, 577 Xanax pills were also seized, along with packaging information, cell phone, and a computer. The crystal meth is valued at over $50,000 and the pills at over $10,000. This is one of the largest seizures of crystal meth in the area, according to police. Officers responded to the address over the weekend and met with occupants who led officers to the evidence. That evidence included packaging, scales, and residue, along with other evidence. Shaw said he couldn't say whether the sober house due to privacy laws there. The suspected narcotic evidence was brought to the Newtown Police Department for testing and showed a positive reaction for the presence of crystal meth. Officers went back to the home later on December 5th, and Devine was arrested when he was coming back home to gather his belongings. There's a lot more on that story at eastoncourier.com. And 2 Stratford women have been charged with prostitution, allegedly advertising services on the website Backpage.com. Police say roommates 46-year-old Ariel Perry and 31-year-old Kathleen Cox were advertising prostitution on Backpage.com. The investigation revealed that Cox and Perry were selling heroin and cocaine from that residence as well. Last Monday, the Narcotics, Vice, and Intelligence Unit, along with assistance from Bridgeport Police, executed a search warrant at their home at 295 First Avenue in Stratford. This is the second search warrant execution at that residence in September. Detectives seized heroin, cocaine, scales, paraphernalia, and items related to prostitution. Cox was also found to have a fully extraditable warrant out of Kentucky for drug-related offenses. Both were charged on prostitution and drug-related charges. A third person, 47-year-old Carlos Cordero of Norwalk, who was at the residence at the time, was arrested after it was revealed he had 2 violation of probation warrants. All 3 are scheduled to appear in court on December 8th. And a long-lost piece of art by the late Darien resident Helen Frankenthaler will be auctioned off in Munich, Germany, in an auction that's taking place December 8th to the 10th. It's the first time that one of the large-size and sought-after pieces of this renowned artist will be auctioned in Europe, that according to auction house Ketterer Kunst. Marchioness 1978 oil on canvas by Frankenthaler was forgotten in a basement in the south of Germany for 30 years. Now the real rarity in the European auction market will be up for auction this week. The painting has an estimated value of between $270,000 to $370,000. There's much more on that story at DarienTimes.com. But that does it for your coffee break news brief. Follow all of the FCS Proactive on Twitter, CT, and on our Snapchat, and we'll be bringing you more local headlines this afternoon.